Hello, welcome. Hello, everybody. So I'm live today, and I'm just gonna give it a couple minutes to see if anybody shows up, pops in. So yeah, happy new moon, everybody. And I am doing this on my computer this time, so hopefully I'll be able to see your comments a lot easier than on my phone and stuff like that. Um, so hi, welcome. And like I said, it's new moon in Capricorn. And I was almost going to show up yesterday because it was 1 1 and first day of the year and everything like that. But I kind of decided to give the first day of the year kind of like a just its own little moment for myself and for my family and stuff like that. So I decided to just go ahead and save everything for today, which is okay because it's the actual day of the new moon here where I'm at in the world. So that's fun. And I just love the energy that we're in right now just because having a new moon so close to the very beginning of the calendar year kind of just gives everything that like nice fresh feeling, that new feeling that we've all kind of been maybe needing. I don't know how you guys been feeling about it. But I kind of wanted to go over a little bit of like how I interpret this energy and how I think it is useful for us, and then maybe later pulling a couple oracle cards for everybody to kind of get an idea of what the energy is going to be like for this year. And maybe I'll do a couple cards for anybody if they ask for one later. But yeah, when I first think of a new moon at the beginning of a new year, initially it gives you this idea that everything has to be, all start over, like a blank slate feeling. And I used to really feel that, especially, for myself, and I think a lot of people feel that way. But eventually I started to realize, well, and then I learned, the Chinese New Year is actually on the Aquarius New Moon, which is in February most of the time. So um, if the Chinese New Year is on February, or in February on the Aquarius New Moon, which is I see kind of a better idea of a new moon, or not a new moon, but a new year vibe. So it's kind of like, even though the calendar has reset and we in the calendar new year, um, it's not until like February, when the Aquarius new moon comes around, that we really get that good new year feeling. And I think the reason is because Capricorn is a very, very earth based sign, and it's very grounding, and it is about achieving our goals and discipline, and climbing the ladder, and um, leadership and success and what you want to achieve in your life. And so those are all really good qualities, and I love that kind of energy. But it doesn't really give me that like new refresh vibe that I get from the Aquarius new moon. And it kind of makes me sit and think that maybe right now is a good time to more as to prepare ourselves for the new year instead of like rushing into it. Even a lot of like research has shown that, at the beginning of the year, if you just like set all of your resolutions and stuff, and then you just rush into the new year like, I'm going to achieve everything, then you kind of burn yourself out really fast, and then you end up like by the end of the month or by mid-February you've already fallen of the off the wagon, for the goals that you set for yourself. And so instead of rushing forward into the new year, Capricorn reminds us now's a good time to just prepare yourself and to set your goals and to set what it is that you're looking for, what you want to bring in, and to kind of like slowly move your way in so that by the time February comes along and that new moon in Aquarius comes along, you're kind of a lot more better prepared to achieve what it is that you want. It's kind of more like, you know, gathering the seeds before you plant them is that's the best way for me to think about it, and to really take the time to slowly work our way into the new year instead of going head first. That really slow and steady wins the race energy is what I'm really getting right now with this Capricorn new moon. So yeah, I would think that a good way to approach it is to just sit down and make the plan. You don't have to necessarily execute the plan right away, but just having the plan. Clearing the energy, clearing your space, getting all of your tools and things that you need, and getting yourself into the right mindset, and really just easing your way in. And I'm sorry, I keep trying to remind myself to look at the camera, not at the screen. But yes, to just ease yourself in to the energy that we're coming into now. So, a really good way that I like to approach it is to just like I had already explained before, having the planner, I feel like is really, really important. Getting a new planner and getting it set up and ready to go, and kind of like getting that first month marked in, and not overloading your calendar with a lot of new habits and a lot of new stuff right away. Kind of just getting yourself set on the routine so that you can adjust to it, find out what's working and what's not. And that way, when you are ready to bring in new things, you can do it like maybe one or two at a time. Or, if there's something really big you want to move forward, saving it more for the springtime energy, because we did just pass the winter solstice like a couple weeks ago. We just had Christmas and the holidays. And so we went through a lot of energy. Excuse me. We went through a lot of energy at the end of the year. And so we don't want to overwhelm ourselves with a whole lot of more new stuff just because the calendar year is new. It's kind of more like take a moment, process, relax, and refocus yourself so that you're ready for that spring energy. But right now we're right at the beginning of that winter energy, and winter is all about rest and renewal and reflection and everything like that. And like even the word that we're used to using is like New Year's resolutions. A lot of people think about the New Year's resolution stuff, which is cool. If you do that, that's fine. I used to do that, but really, if you think about it, the word is resolution. And resolution means like coming to an end of something, or, like coming to peace with the end of what it is. So setting a New Year's resolution shouldn't be about setting new goals for the year. It should actually be more about like, what is it that I need to come to peace with the year that I just passed? What is it that I need to come to terms with and resolve at the end of this year, so that I'm not carrying the weight and the baggage of the old year into the new year? So I would like to think about it more like that. What is it? Is it at this time under this new moon, are we ready to release what resolutions need to be resolved so that we can start focusing on and make space for the newness that we will bring in the springtime? And so it's just preparing the soil, preparing the body, preparing the mind, but not in an action moving forward type of energy, but as a more of like a healing and tilling the soil type of energy. And so that is why I'm not trying to rush into anything super big right now. I kind of feel like I just want to enjoy the space and this healing space and this healing energy, and to just, kind of set my mind in that focus mode of what is it do I need to let go, and what is it that I want to see, manifest into the year ahead, and what kind of healing can I do in this sort of liminal space before we move forward in after the Aquarius New Moon, which I'm really excited about anyways, because the Aquarius New Moon, or the Chinese New Year, is on 2 2 2 2 2, like all the twos on the new moon, and it's also in bulk if you celebrate any of the Sabbats on the wheel of the year. So in bulk to me is kind of has a little bit more of a beginning of the cycle feeling to it, where it's that midwinter point. We've already done half of winter, and we kind of know that after this point spring will begin. So it's that really refreshing energy. So I kind of feel like the next new moon is a lot more of a better moon and a more potent moon for really moving forward on setting your intentions for the new year. And right now it's kind of more of a preparing ourselves and thinking, setting the plans and the solid foundations, of what it is that we're going to start moving forward in February. So I'm just going to pull a few cards here. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them, and I'll see if I can get to them. Yeah, sorry, I dropped my cards. So yeah, right now I just want to just get my space clean and organized, and any new notebooks that I have or plans that I have, just get them into position, so that I can really enjoy the space that I'm in right now, and to not put too much pressure on myself into thinking that, oh, it's a new year, I gotta go straight forward into it. Nope. This is a slower, more steady type of energy. And this card, I'm using my Starseed Oracle, by the way. And portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards and wild card. So this is the card that I pulled. This is kind of the energy that we're in right now, that portal energy, that liminal space energy, where we're walking into the door of a new year in a new space. So that's really cool. And I like that it says wild card, because, the new year kind of is like a wild card. Like it's not the old year, and the new year's just begun. So we really don't know exactly what it is that it's going to bring, but a wild card can be used however it is that you choose to use it for. So that's really cool that it said that. And you decide, you make the decision of how you're going to use this portal space, how you're going to use this liminal space for the year as we walk through it. They're just flying out all over the place. I'm going to pull another card. So what kind of energies are we looking at for this new moon in Capricorn? Wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. Ooh, that's kind of what I was already speaking about taking this time and just sitting in this space. Not a time to rush and move forward and get all excited about, the new calendar. This new energy is still kind of in the brewing, and it's still in the space of contemplation and restoration and relaxation and, all the things. Reflection. Forge, don't follow, pave a new path, and be the leader you wish you had. Paving your own path. Forge the path. Don't follow. Don't, do what you've always done or what other people are doing. So that's kind of a really important message for me as well, just remembering that, like if I take it for a message for myself, but also for you as well, it could be that, you know, it's okay to do things differently. It's okay if the way you do things is not the same as everybody else does it, because we are all different people. We're all on different journeys. We all have different goals and different aspirations and different preferences and stuff like that. So, if you're like, oh, well, the way I do it's not like how everybody else does it, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we do need whatever something special that you have that nobody else has, that would be great to offer. Maybe that's what the world is missing, is something special that only you can offer, and to not be afraid of what makes you special and what makes you individual. And here I'm going to use my Work Your Light Oracle as well and see what it has to say. And yeah, so even like doing spiritual stuff here on YouTube, like there's a lot of different witchy and spiritual, tarot card readers and astrology readers and witchy people, and I'm trying to just be like, I'm just going to follow my own groove. We have Break the Chain, Astral Patterns, Healing, Rewrite the Future. Oh, it's such a beautiful card. Another portal energy. I'm kind of getting sort of like an initiation, a beginning of the journey, but it's saying break the chains of the past, of the karma, ancestral patterns, if there's sort of that generational curse type of energy, or, things that in your family or in your bloodline that have been done, and you're like, this is toxic, it's not good for you. It's okay to break that chain. It's okay to heal that toxic energy that's been passed down through the generations, and it can stop with you. So do that healing and rewrite your future. Yes, now is a time to really do that healing work, especially here under the Capricorn New Moon. It's perfect for that kind of stuff, because Capricorn is associated with like tradition, in a sense. That's like things have always been done this way. And so if you get that feeling, it's like things have always been done this way, it doesn't mean that it always has to be done this way. You can change the future, like I said. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. Awakening energy, bringing in that new way of being, that, like it was saying here, do the healing and then you ascend. Do the healing, break the old past, get rid of that generational stuff, the ancestor stuff that you've been carrying around, and then you can ascend to that next higher level of energy. And, upgrade yourself. Stop being what everybody else thinks that you should be, and just be who you want to be. And then I'm going to pull one more card from this deck. And like I said, these are for anybody and everybody who they resonate with. I'm not going by zodiac sign or anything like that. Kind of just getting the energy that spirit feels like it needs to be heard and shared. And trust your path. If you know you would be supported, what would you do? Trust your path. Where is your path taking you, or where are you being led to go? Trust your intuition. Trust your guiding feeling that you get. If you know that you're supposed to be doing something, then the question is why aren't you doing it? All right. You have something special to offer. And then now I'm just going to pull a couple more cards. I'm going to use my Mermaid and Dolphins deck. I love this deck. And so let's see what Spirit has to say. Ooh, this one jumped out. Blessed change. A major life change brings you great blessings. So there is a change coming. And if you make the changes that you need to make, and you follow the path that you need to be on, then blessings will be coming your way. And I love that. It's just reminding you that there is prosperity and abundance on the path that you're meant to be on. If you're afraid that what you're going to be doing isn't going to be making you money, then that's just a fear, but that's not a reality. Fear does not equal reality when it comes to these kinds of things. If your energy knows that this is something that you should be doing, then the universe knows that to take care of you while you're on this path, as long as you open yourself up and believe in the miracles. And then watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. Confirming what I had kind of just said right there, watching what you think and thinking positive thoughts and not the negative thoughts, and knowing that you deserve the blessings, and making the changes and doing the healing, and taking advantage of this time that we're in right now with the Capricorn New Moon, and instead of rushing into everything, building the foundation and making it strong, so that when you do decide that it's time to move forward in a quick and swift way, and the doors open up for you, you can move smoothly. And treasure chest, an unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. Wow. The treasure chest is opened up. Money, prosperity, wealth, success. If you need any confirmation that what you're doing and what you offer is going to be successful, then here's your answer. It will be successful, and it will take care of you, and you are going to reap all the rewards of your hard work. All right, as long as you do the healing and everything like that. And I feel like this is a really good message for today. I feel like the spirit guides and everybody has just been giving really good messages to let us know, take it easy and do the inner work, and to not be afraid to show up, not be afraid to make this your best year ever. A lot of people are afraid to use that, this year is going to be my year. Well, maybe it is going to be your year. If you claim it and you believe it and you know it in your being, and you're like, you know what, I don't care if like the negativity of the world is saying, oh, that's an overworked or overused concept, and the new year is not as great as everybody thinks it's going to be. That's a negative mindset. We're going to get away from that negative mindset and move more into that positive mindset, the positive thinking of better can come. This can be your year. You can be the best version of yourself if you set yourself up for it. You can't just show up and just your whole world changes one day. It is a process, but it's not an impossible process. And there are steps that have been made by successful people that if you just copy the steps that they took, it doesn't have to be exactly, but if you look at them and go, all these successful did a certain way in a certain thing, and it always seems to work out right. Maybe there is some sort of formula that they're following that you can follow too, that will lead to success. Like, getting enough sleep, eating right, getting exercise, making a plan and a schedule and a routine, and sticking to that plan and schedule and routine, and showing up every day as your best version, and not crying every time if you fall and trip and you scrape your knee, instead of wallowing on the ground and crying and feeling like you're never going to survive a scraped knee, when really you're strong enough and you could just get back up, dust yourself off, and try again. And just having that consistency and that motivation and that drive, that's what's going to get you there. And to remind yourself that you're completely capable of it. And if there's people around you, or an environment, a situation that's around you that's toxic or holding you back in a way that's like reminding you of all your failures and all that stuff, get rid of it, get it out of your life. as much as you possibly can, and rewire your brain to be like, you're not going to take that shit anymore. You're going to be the better version of yourself. So I really excited about the new year for myself as well, and I really hope that you guys have a great new year and you take advantage of the energies that we're in right now, and just, really kind of put yourself in that position. Like I said, right now we're getting ourselves into position, but we're not ready to launch just yet. We still have a whole nother month to go, a whole nother lunar month. And when the Aquarius New Moon comes, that's when we can launch. That's when we can start pushing things forward and start planting those seeds and start getting things out into the world. And right now, let's just rest and reset and reclaim our energy and our power and, get ourselves in that position. Hello, Michael. Hi. So, yes, I'm going to be going now. I wasn't going to be on here too long today. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful and happy new moon in Capricorn and a wonderful new year. And let's all just get ready for what's all coming for us. All right. So, I will be talking to you guys next time here. I would say, if I don't see you before, I will definitely see you at the full moon. All right. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.